hi everyone. Welcome back to All Kinds of Advice, the podcast where we discuss a variety of topics, offering insights and perspectives to help you navigate life's challenges. And in today's episode, we are going to go into the recent Father's Day tributes to actor Ben Affleck by his wife Jennifer Lopez and by his ex-wife Jennifer Garner. Join us as we explore the different approaches these women took and the reactions they received. So, Father's Day is a special occasion, as we all know. It's in which we celebrate and appreciate the role of fathers in our lives. Ben Affleck, known for his, amazing acting career and high-profile relationships, received heartfelt tributes from both JLo and Jennifer Garner on this day. So just to give a bit of, background information, JLo is currently Ben Affleck's wife, and Jennifer Garner is his ex-wife, and they also have kids together with each other. So we will go into Jennifer Garner's shout out to Ben Affleck. So when I was doing my research, I noticed on Sunday when I was scrolling through Instagram, and also when I was doing my research as in regards to what I was going to talk about, I noticed that, Jennifer Garner, on Instagram, she, made mention a shout out to her father and her parents. So she wished her father happy Father's Day. And in that same post, she also mentioned the father of her children, Ben Affleck, where she complimented him on being a great father to their kids. She didn't share any pictures of him with the kids or anything of that sort, but she commended him in regards to how he is with their kids. And she also mentioned that, I don't think anybody else loves our kids more than you do. Like, she was intentional, and it felt like her post was not only appreciative of him being a really good dad to their kids, but it was classy. And a lot of fans reaction on Instagram mentioned that, even though Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner are no longer with each other, it was nice of her to come out and mention a post, and to do it in a professional way without being like petty or anything of that sort, because at the end of the day, like, it is her children's father at the end of the day. So it would be nice that that they get along. And after all, if he's a good kid, a good father to her kids, why not mention how he is good to your kids? Like, why be petty and not even mention that? So it was pretty classy on her part to mention that and to give him a shout out. And I'm sure he felt really good, like, that she gave him a shout out regardless of the fact that they are not together. And then in contrast to this, JLo, as I mentioned, she is currently the wife of Ben Affleck. She also did a Father's Day appreciation post for him, and in that actual post, she mentioned "Happy Father's Day, Papa," and "Happy Father's Day to all the amazing papas out there. We love you and appreciate you more than you will ever know." But what I notice in regards to JLo's post, in contrast with Jennifer Garner, I noticed that she did post obviously Ben Affleck, but I felt like she put one of the pictures that she posted, like, he had no shirt on, and then it seemed like the post was more of, her appreciation for him rather than appreciation for him being a good dad to his kids. Because if you're gonna post a Father's Day picture, in my opinion, why not post a picture that's more professional? Perhaps some fans were even saying, how come she did not post like his children? Like, the whole point of this post is, Father's Day. Why are you posting, a half naked picture of him? Like, whether he has a good body or not, the actual picture should have been more professional. Some fans, mentioned that on Instagram, and I do sort of agree. Like, why do you have this man half naked out here in these streets when you can put a picture that is a little bit more professional? In my opinion, and some fans obviously voice that as well. And what was interesting, and it could be the fact that she did not post the children. Maybe like both parents don't want their children on Instagram. They don't want them to be posted. Maybe that's why she only posted Ben Affleck. Or it could be like his children do not want to be posted on social media. So it could be a host of things. We're not going to jump to conclusion in regards to why she didn't post the children. But the most important part, it is her husband. And I do agree that, she should show her husband appreciation on Father's Day, because after all, he is a father and we can't run from that, or we can't, denounce that. So that was good on her part. But what I found a little bit shady from JLo, is the fact that she did not put a shout out to her children's father, her twins' father, Mark Anthony. We know that they were married for quite some time and then they broke up, unfortunately. But is he not a good father? Like, are you guys not getting along? What is the reason that you could not, also put a little, even if you didn't put a picture, you could have done like what Jennifer Garner did. She didn't put a picture of Ben Affleck when she shouted him out on Father's Day, but and I think that you could have done that as well. You didn't have to put a picture, but you could have said, thanks, Mark, for being a great father to our children. I feel like she could have done that. So what is the issue? Are they not getting along? Did she do that in private, perhaps? Maybe he did not want to be mentioned on social media. Like, I feel like it's a bit shady, but then we're not going to jump to conclusions. It could be a variety of reasons. Like maybe she, called him up, maybe she sent a text. Sometimes things don't always have to be online. So I get that aspect that maybe she did it in private, and she's just focusing and loving on her husband and appreciating him as a father. Maybe that's the situation. I don't know. We don't know. But I do found that it was a little bit shady. But nonetheless, Mark Anthony was, unbothered. Obviously, like he did not come online and react to her not posting him. He has a whole other relationship with someone else. Like he's out here minding his business and drinking his water. And on that particular day, talk about unbothered. On that particular day, he welcomed like a newborn baby. So he probably, fans probably could have took it like, why didn't she post him? Like, if your husband, of course your husband is special, but of course you can, post your baby father and appreciate him as a dad. But Mark Anthony's like, you know what? I'm living my best life out here. I got new blessings that's coming out for me. I have a newborn, and he did post his newborn on online. So I don't think that he's gonna take this personal. I don't think he's gonna feel any type of way that she did not mention him. Both of them have obviously moved on. We see that she's very much in love with Ben Affleck. And then it seems as, Mark Anthony is in super love with his spouse as well. So maybe he's not going to take it as shade, but in my opinion, I felt like, there was a little bit of shade, as it relates to her not posting him for Father's Day. But then again, we're not going to jump. We're going to remain objective. It could have been a variety of things that she did not, that she chose not to post him on Father's Day. Could be. So I'm going to read some of the fan reactions as it relates to this particular topic and the subject regarding, the Father's Day appreciation post for Ben Affleck and how fans took it. So one person, as it relates to the post that Jennifer Garner did, in which she shouted out Ben Affleck as being one of the, a great father, someone on Instagram wrote, "Classy shout out to Ben." So this person is saying like, she didn't have to, and she did, and she remained classy regardless of the fact that they're no longer together. She chose to still be classy. So I do agree with that. And another person commented, "And that is how it's done." So again, they're thinking like, she was classy to mention him and to give him a shout out, regardless of anything else that's has gone on between them, or regardless of their breakup. She is showing this is how you need to be classy. And then another person also mentioned, I appreciate you so much. Acknowledgement towards your ex. you are the real deal. Yes, she is. She's the real deal. She didn't choose to be bitter. She didn't choose to be shady. She didn't choose to not give him a shout out or mention him, because she could have just, mentioned her father and then been like, you know what? I'll leave it up to our children to give Ben a shout out. She could have took that route, and she did not. And Jennifer Garner, like, you are one classy woman and I'm here for it. Absolutely. So, um, yeah, so that's my opinion in regards to this type of stuff. And then in contrast, as it relates to JLo, some of the comments online was saying, where are the pics of him with the kids? So JLo, as I mentioned, she posted Ben Affleck and she did not post the kids. So, other fans are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, and they're like, okay, you're posting this man. This is Father's Day. Where are pictures of his kids? And as I said before, it could be that his kids don't want to be posted. It could be that the parents don't really want them much on social media. It could be a variety of reasons why she did not post the kids. So, we can't really jump to conclusions in regards to that one. But I do agree to a certain extent that I feel like if you're gonna make a post about Father's Day, the kids should have been, in the midst. Maybe even if they had their backs turned where we're not seeing their face, but if it was a family picture with the kids, that would have been good enough, I guess. And then someone else wrote as well, I love her, but this post is so strange to me. So again, I guess it's the whole thing like, okay, yeah, you're posting this man, a picture of him with his half his body out. You're mainly making this post about you and him, but this is not like a Valentine's Day post or like, an anniversary post. This is a post about Father's Day, and you should have, posted his kids and make it more personalized to Father's Day. And I agree, to a certain extent. But then again, we don't know why she chose to do that. And then, she is her own person, and she could have sort of do things, that she wants to, regardless of the fact that she may get criticism from others. But yeah, the tea is extra hot on this one. When I was doing my research and I noticed that, JLo did not give a shout out to Mark Anthony, I was like, oh my goodness, talk about shade. Like, this is shade. I have to cover this on my channel. And, I'm sure it may be entertaining to other people, or other viewers that are watching. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you feel like JLo should have, put a appreciation post for Mark Anthony? Do you think she probably texted him or called him in private and she wanted to make the day all about her husband? What is your reaction in terms of, the classy post that was made by Ben Affleck's ex-wife Jennifer Gardner? Do you think that it was classy? Do you think that it wasn't classy? Do you think that she should have done more? Let me know your comments in the section in the comment section. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it sassy. Do you feel like, this was all shade on JLo's part? Do you think that Mark Anthony cares that she did not give him a shout out? Or maybe she did in private, but do you think that he was affected by this, or he doesn't care? He has a newborn baby. He's just like, it is what it is. I'm not looking for any affection from JLo. I could care less. I have a new spouse. But yeah, I want to know you guys' comments in the section below. Let me know what you think. If anything I've said you do not agree with, that's okay. I don't have a problem if you don't agree with me. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Let's get this to 1,000, my little podcasters. It's always a pleasure to come on and bring you guys the latest tea, the latest shade. And I definitely had fun as it relates to this particular topic. But for today, we're going to keep it short and sweet. This was All Kinds of Advice podcast, and we will catch you on the next episode. Take care. Ciao.